Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, February 13th, and today we're going to be continuing our research that we started yesterday. In order to get started, you're going to need to open your Google Docs app, and you're going to go to your research document that you shared with your group members. On my screen, I have a teacher model version of the research notes. So you can see my example topic is water for South Sudan. Here are my group members, my class period, and the teacher. Yesterday, you found source number 1 for your research. You should have the title, author, the type of source, the link to your website, and the MLA format is blank right now. In order to complete your research, we will eventually have, 3 sources. So you can see my yellow is source 1, blue source 2, green source 3. You can see how all of these are completely filled out. It's going to correspond with your notes at the bottom. So these are the same guiding questions we did in our practice notes on Tuesday. And you can see how the information is color-coded. This means that the bullet points I have in yellow are from source number 1. My bullet points in blue are from source 2. My bullet point in green is from source 3. When I am putting things in my own words, I'm not putting quotation marks. This blue bullet point is in quotation marks because I copied this word for word from the website. And you can see how sometimes I have a lot of info from that website. Sometimes it's just one bullet point. It is okay if you only get a little information from certain websites. Some websites are going to have more info than others. In my case, I'm researching an NGO for my example. So most of my info came from the Water for South Sudan website, which makes sense. Okay. Your goal today is to find as much information from source 1, and you are completing those research notes, guiding questions, and you're making sure everything from source 1 is in yellow. To highlight in yellow, you have to select what you want to highlight. And you can see up top where it has bold, italics, underline, strike through. As a little A, right next to that is the highlight button. Okay, so it's yellow for source 1. When you've answered all of your questions to the best of your ability using source 1, then you are going to use source number 2. You're going to have to find a source number 2 and then continue your research. You don't need to turn anything in today. I will be checking everyone's Google Docs. So, for example, I will look at let me go to a different classes. I'll go to someone in 7th period. So I'm going to go to Kale and Nate's research document. Over here, I'm going to look at the edits, and I can see Kale made a lot more edits than Nate yesterday, probably because Nate was running out of battery on his iPad. So I will be looking at the edits on your Google Doc to make sure you are being productive in class, and that is how I will check your work today. When you are done with research in the last few minutes of class, you're going to fill out the Google form in task 3 in Schoology, and it's just going to be updating me on how research is going so far in your group. If you have any questions, please ask your sub, or you can email me. I'll just be in the library today for planning. Thank you. See you guys on Tuesday.